Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Toyin, but you can call me Cool Toyin because I'm really cool. Thank you very much for clicking on this video and do me well to subscribe. I don't know why you've not subscribed. We have a fun time on this channel, so why haven't you subscribed? Please, please, please subscribe, okay? Now, if you are a Ladokite or an aspiring Ladokite, come here. This is very informative. Okay, now we'll be talking about factors to consider when hunting for an hostel or an apartment in Lautech. Or let me put it like this: tips to consider or tips for hunting an apartment or hostel in Lautech. I don't know any of the two. Please just choose any one. But the cocoa is, we want to rent an hostel, we want to rent an apartment, and you need to focus on. So there are some things you need to look at before you rent an apartment or an hostel in Lautech. Now, before we go to the factors, or before I start mentioning the factors, I'm so sorry. This wig, I don't know the color it's giving, but I promise you it's black. It's color black. I don't know why it's giving white or gray, or I don't know, mixture of black and white. Could hear me? I don't understand, but it is black. It is color black. Oh. Okay, now there are two things I want you to look into before. Let's look into it before we talk about the factors. Number one, know your budget. What's your budget? What is your budget? Now, for me, in Lautech, for you to see a good hostel, you start from 60 and above. I mean, like first time payment, first time payment, agent will collect money and all those kind of stuff. At least 60,000 and above for me, 60,000 and above. Anything below 60 for first time payment, I don't know what you are getting. I don't know what you are getting. Well, I actually saw an apartment. I actually saw an apartment that's 50,000, but a room with toilet and bedroom, but no kitchen. That one is not even the problem. Okay, but you see, the kitchen is not even the problem. See, for me, if you are getting something lesser than 60,000, there will be a problem with that apartment. Like I said, that one is 50,000. Kitchen is missing. That means you'll be cooking in your room. And God will bless you. It's not well ventilated. Heat will almost finish you. Okay, so anything lesser than 60,000, I don't know, something will be wrong with that apartment. So for me to get a good apartment, should start from 60 and above. See, if you think, when I say and above, you think hostel can't be that expensive, or an apartment can't be that expensive. There's an apartment of 350,000 naira. Okay, so don't say when you say 60 and above, just know they're above. But you can't compare 350 apartment to 60 apartment. But for me, to get a very good hostel, 60 and above. So know your budget. How much do you have at time? So whenever you're chatting with the agent, just say, sir, this is my budget, this is what I want, this in this area, in this area. Please, is it available? So know your budget. First things first, know your budget. Now the second thing, know the area you want to stay. There are different areas in Lautech. Yako, Ondaji, Adenike, General, Isale General, Aroje, Town, Taki, different places. So know where you want to stay, know the place you want to stay. Now different areas has their own different problems, so don't think every area has its own issues. Okay, so just know your budget and know the area. Once you know your budget and the area, now you can move into the factors. Now let's go to the factors. The first factor, like we'll be talking about two factors: external factor and internal factor. External factor, the environment of the place you want to take. Now we are starting with the external factors. External factors, the environment. So the first one under the external factors, security. Oh my goodness. I mentioned that every area has its own problem. Adenike has its own problem. Ondaji has its own problem. Everywhere has its own problem. Now, the difference between Adenike and Ondaji, Adenike, there's no constant light. See, in a week, you may not see light in that place. In a week, I know what I'm saying because I live there. In a week, you may not see light. But when it comes to Ondaji, there is light every single time. There is always light. There is always light. Not like it's 24/7, but they will bring it in the morning, bring it in the afternoon, bring it in the evening, bring it in the night, bring it in the midnight. They are always having light. But when it comes to the security part, they are always having issues, always fighting. You see people, status of people living under Nojadi, at Underg, please stay safe. Please everybody stay safe. Underg is hot right now. This and this. But you can't find something like that at Adenike. Nothing like that at Adenike. So when it comes to the lights for Adenike, no, they don't possess that light issue. Like that light issue is something we are still like we don't have light. Let me just put like we don't usually have light. In a week, you may not see light. That is it. And you know, as students, you need light, but in a week, you may not see light. But under G, they always have light. But when it comes to security issue, under G is not safe. One man fa wahala and bear gongo. Like there's always problem there. Always fighting, always issue. They're always having issues, running eta skater. Something is always happening. Only God knows who's causing the fight, but they are always having issues. But for Adenike, not like so. When it comes to security issues, look at the place you want to, you need to okay, the security issue in this place. And there are some places there's some places like the place my friend stays at under G. You can't actually hear that because she's far away from the main road. These people on the main road that will actually know what's going on. She's far away from the main road, so she rarely hears what happens at the main road. Like she does not used to hear. The only time she will know is when they are posting it, when people are posting it on their status. That's when she will know that okay, something is wrong. Okay, lock your door, put curtains, like make everywhere look. That's how she behaves. Okay, so when it comes to security issues, under G is I don't know. When it comes to security issues, I didn't care is more safer than under G. God, in fact, God is the ultimate security here. But we as human beings should be very cautious of what we are doing. Now, the second one under my external factors is accessibility to the market. Like this one is not really an issue. Like accessibility to the market, your hostel needs to be near the market. Okay, how far is it to the market? How far is it to park where I can take bus? Like when maybe we are traveling, how far is it to the park? How far is it to the market where I can buy things in bulk? You know, like sorry, people sell there are people that sell things there, but if you are someone like me, I come from this kind of family where you have to buy everything in bulk. You send the money and you have to buy things in bulk, so you want so if you want to buy anything small small, just know maybe like something finished or something. Like how far is it to the market, how far is it to the park? You need to look at it, because there are some times that the transport fare will be so high. You think, how will I get to park? I've been in that kind of situation before. The money I just had, in fact, I just had like 2.5 with me, and I was thinking, okay, well, from here to Turkey is going to be 150. When I had it was 200, I was like 15 naira has moved. How will I do my life? That 15 naira. I was like, oh my god, why? So accessibility to the market, you need to know how far is it to the market. You need to like gauge it, how far is it to the market. You want somewhere that is not really that far from the market and somewhere that is not really that far to the park. You get. Now the third one on my list, fairness to your faculty. Oh my goodness, this one is the main one. Like this one is the cocoa. See, I do tell people, when you want to get an apartment, if you're 100 level, when you want to get an apartment, you don't you don't get an apartment because of your 100 level days. No, you get an apartment because of your 200 level to 500 level days. See, 100 level Lautech is general. Like it is general. You are going to be having everybody. You are going to be having your lecture on campus. That is 100 level. So if you take an apartment at Adenike, let's just put it like this. You are a medical student. I know all medical students will be collecting their lecture. They'll be having their lecture in college. You are a medical student and you just got admitted 100 level. I want somewhere not far from school. I want somewhere not far from school. You went to pick Adenike and you are staying at Adenike. When you finish your 100 level, you enter 200. That is when you will see the result of that thing you've done. Because please, how would you get to your how will you get to your lecture theater? You are collecting lectures at college. How will you go to college? You have to spend transport fare. My roommate spends, if she's going to with bike, she spends 400 naira in a day. Account will affect kàn yẹn sí. When you spend 400 and now calculate it in a week. 400 times 5. Okay, see, don't rent an apartment because of your 100 level days, especially for aspirants. Don't rent an apartment because of your 100 level days. No. From your 200 level to 500, when you know you're a college student, why would you be renting an apartment at an indicator? It's not making sense. What happened to college? What happened to underg? What happened to general? What happened to isale general? Okay, isale general and general, they're not really far from college. It's something that you can't even trek. So if you say okay, it's too far from school, it does not matter. Every just it's just 100 naira from Sale General or General to school gate. Just that your 100 level, they just sacrifice that 100 level because you're from your 200 to 500 is when you start. Will you sacrifice 1 year for 4 good years? So from your 200 level to 500 level is the one you should be raising for, not for your 100 level days. 100 level is the general thing. You will have it on campus. It's 200 level that everyone will be going to your lecture, like your department. And if you are a college student, I don't know what you are doing. Or let's say you are a college student and you are renting an apartment at Aroje. Why? Is it making sense? Any college student for me that you see at Aroje, maybe 500 level student, when you're a 500 level student, they don't go to school like that. They hardly go to, you'll be dealing with project and all those kind of things. So they hardly go to school. So you will see them always at home. They are not going anywhere. But why would you, in your 100 level days, rent an apartment at Aroje where you know from 200 you'll be receiving your lecture at college? No, you too. Oh yeah, let's reason it now. Is it making sense? No, I thought as much. So when renting an apartment or when hunting for an apartment, look at the farness to your faculty. How far is it to your faculty? Okay, it's not making sense when you rent an hostel that is far away from your faculty. At least if you stay at under G or Isale General and you don't have cash, you can actually wake up, okay, I'm trekking to college today. And you start trekking. You will get there, but please, when you're living at Adenike or Aroje, how do you want to start trekking? The day you are broke, how do you want to start trekking to college? That day you have to cancel. You go, I just pay, you now have test that day or something. You either have to borrow or you have to cancel it. That's it. Because you can't trek. Okay, it's not as if it's not checkable, but you have to wake up by 6. God bless you, you're having your lecture by 8. You wake up by 6 and use 2 hours to trek to the place. That is it. Now another one under the external factors is light. Like I said, there are different places has issues. Under G, they always have light. Light is constant there, but at any care, the light is not constant. So light is something you should actually take. If you are someone that maybe is a content creator or deals with I don't know, if you are some maybe a business owner, something like that, you need that light stuff. You need to put into consideration because if you are renting an apartment at Adenike, light is not something you should be expecting every single day. Period. Now we are done with the external factors. Let me recap it again. We talked about security, accessibility to the market or to the park, fairness to your faculty, and light issue. I guess we are done with that. Now we're done with the external factor. Now the internal factor. Internal factor is the hostel. Okay, you don't check in the external factor and you see everything is something you like, from the lights check, security check, financial faculty check. Now the internal factor inside the hostel, when your agent brings you to the hostel for you to check it out and you want to check it out. Now number one, there are many things you should look into. Number one, the room space. Why I put down this room space is that if you are two, like you and a roommate, look at the room space, please. Because if you're especially when you're a girl, we ladies have different kind of things. We have a lot of things to keep. And when the room is looking like a bee house for two people, is that a joke? So if it's like if the room is for only you, like for you alone, I don't think you should have an issue. Now you manage what you have. But if you are two and the room is very small, if you feel it's not going to be comfortable, try looking for different. See, another thing, please, do not rely on one agent. Oh my god, when I was looking for an apartment, I had like 5 different agents. Chat this one, chat this one, chat this one, chat different people up, chat different agents up. Do not sleep on one agent. No, look for the best until you see the best. Okay. Now, like the room, as I was saying for the room space, if the room space is somewhere small and it's for only you can manage it. But if so you and someone, like you have a roommate, ah, I don't know. Especially when you are a lady. For guys, I don't think we have an issue when it comes to this place because what are you keeping? You don't have anything to keep. Maybe just top and trouser with boxers and that's it. Patakota Bible book. But we ladies have a lot of things to, from wigs to bags to shoes to tops. The top self is even more than oh my god. See, we ladies are different from guys. If you are a lady and you have a lot of things, plate, pot, stove, gas, ah, you should look into consideration for that room space because you can't inconvenience yourself. You are paying your money, okay? So if it's for only you don't have an issue. But if you have squatting with someone, not did I just say squatting? So if you have a roommate, room space is something you should look into because you can't inconvenience yourself. No, 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 no. You can't inconvenience yourself. Look for the best until you see the best. When you see the best and you want it, go for it. Another one you should look into in the internal factors is water. Hey, 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 hey. I had issues too with like this, so this water issue too give me by the host. Don't let me disgrace my hostel. This water issues too, like Adenike, like I said, Adenike barely have lights. Okay, and once if there's no lights, there's no water. What would they use to pump the water? Lights. So if there's no lights, there's no water. This made us start using well, start dragging well. This eh, fetcher, ekpomi, you put inside the well, start dragging well because there's no water to pump light, and we are much in the hostel. See, my hostel is block A, block B. In the block A, oh my god, the number of people that are there, not talk of block B again, the number of people, and it's a 3-story building. So do you know the amount everyone will have to donate for us to fetch water, for us to pump water? So when it comes to that donation, just count it out because there are some people that will not do it. Me personally, I will not do it because I don't have drum. You see this big drum, I don't have it. So that water issue, for me to contribute, I can't do it. So everybody has to go fetch water and from the well. So water is something you should look into. And with the water, you should look at light issue too, because once there's no light, there's no water. So if you are taking Adenike is not bad. So when it comes to peace, I actually love Adenike. Oh, I love Adenike. When it comes to peace, Adenike is peaceful. It's the light issues that is giving all that is making people run. Okay. So if you have hostel, you see there are different, see there are hostels in Adenike that the land is dry. That's like the land does not produce water. No land produces water now, so you'll be able to fetch from the well. The land is dry. Just look at that. If the land is dry, I don't know, you hardly see water there, even if you are using pumping machine. So people have to even move out and go to another hostel in the same Adenike, axis, so because of this water issue. Because if you're some people, someone like me, if there's well, I don't have problem. So that's why I fetch water and that's it. So if you are someone that will look into the water issues in Adenike, I don't know to discuss because there's no light to pump water. But if there is well, if your hostel has well, I mean, no problem now. You've seen water. Shebi is water. You see water. So for the water issue, it's related to light issue because once there's light, there's water. So once there's light, people you pump water and water runs to everywhere. If there's no light, just use well. Period. Another thing you should look into when renting an apartment or when hunting for an apartment in Lautech. For the internal factor, look into the toilet, bedroom, and kitchen, especially for ladies. See, mm, there's something we call infection. So if you don't look very well, especially the toilet issue, there was one toilet I went to check an apartment. I went to check an hostel. If you see the toilet, blood of Jesus, if a lady rents that place, ah, even if she moves out, she will feel that she actually lived in that hostel. Because, man, the infection is gonna be much. You see, men, you guys, you see, you don't have issues in this life. I don't see any issues. You see the toilet, you can rent any kind of apartment when it comes to that toilet issue. You can put your nyash anywhere and rent any kind of toilet. But you see, for ladies, no, 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 no. Cause what? I will try to put the picture of the toilet. I snapped it. I will try to put the picture. Hey, run, oh, run, please run, run, no, no, no. For a lady, be very skeptical about the toilet and the bedroom and the kitchen. You see that kitchen thing is not really an issue. The thing is, it should not be very small. If it's small, if you are two in the room and it is very small, ah, hmm, down to that issue. But if you are the only one, I mean, there's something we call management. You can manage. When it comes to the kitchen, kitchen is not really an issue like that. But for the toilet, please, as a lady, look into it. There's this thing, it's like in the form of ceramic, it's ceramic or something, but it's on the floor. It's just like pit toilet, but they just design it and put all this ceramic something there, but it's still pit. Ah, don't even try to say you want to use the toilet. Even though you rent that kind of apartment, please use a pool. I don't know if it's going to sound weird, but see, it's not everybody that has that kind of big capital to rent an apartment that has a. Okay, now let's take an instance. There are some hostels that students live in it, but is this face my face you, just a single room. The toilet and bedroom and kitchen is far away from the room. It depends on your capital. See, anything you see, manage, but please take precaution. If you're a lady, do not just go there, just put everything there, just place your bed. Don't just go and boom, put everything there. Infection is real. It will follow you, and it does a lot in our system, especially for ladies. See, it can even lead to like blockage of the womb. So when it comes to this toilet issue, be very skeptical. Even if you are going to rent that kind of apartment that is a single room, and this face my apartment now, don't go there and use the toilet directly. What happens to poo? Take your poo along. Buy this container. Buy this paint container, the very small one, and use. That, in fact, no, 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 the toilet I saw. Ah, oh God. A lady must not use that place. Because even though you use hypo and bleach and everything to wash that toilet, as a lady, oh, me, oh, ah, I will still feel it. I will still feel it because, no, that is horror. Horror. That toilet is horror film. So please, as a lady, I'm just contemplating on this. Like, I'm specifying on this lady. If you are a lady, take note of the toilet issue. Take note of the toilet issue. Please, even though there's water running in the place, take note of that toilet issue. Cause man, hmm, a word is enough for the wise. Enough A word is enough for the wise. So, and if your toilet bedroom is far away from your hostel, use a pole. It's a general toilet. Use a pole. For a guy to, you can actually use it. It's not actually bad. Okay, for a guy to use a pole. The way it affects ladies is the same way it affects men, just that it affects us the more. Because we are gonna give birth. We are ladies. We are gonna. You see. Oh my God! No, 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 no. Ladies own is even more because we have different things to do in this life. After school, you think of getting married, you think of having children. But when everything has spoiled, like when you spoil all your system in school, how do you want that to be possible? Especially the childbearing. How do you want that to be possible? So please, please, and please take note of that toilet issue. If you don't have that kind of capital, or if you are living in a house that, or an hostel that has a general toilet, please use a potty. Use a potty. See, don't be forming big girl making. Use a potty, even though it is WC. Use a potty. Okay. So do not go and put everything directly, and let all those things coming out from the all the, like, the toilets. Hope you know toilet WC. Like, how will I put it? There's a kind of, let's say, aroma or something that oozes out of the toilet. So I know our own is whole. When it's entering directly into the hole, no, 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 no. It's going into the system and doing wonders, miraculous wonders in the system. So we should be very skeptical about that toilet issue. Please, ladies, the toilet issue. Okay. Oh. Now another one, amenities problem. Amenities like the tap. Please, when you go to the hotel, okay, I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Check the tap. On the tap, if it's running water, is the tap working? Is the what they call it? Is the shower working? Check everything. If the is the WC flushing? Is everything? Because when you, if you not check and you enter, that is when you start noticing that, okay, what have I entered? What have I paid for? Because when you did not focus, when you just try to focus on everything, check everything. The one in the kitchen if it's rushing, the one in the room if it's rushing. So you'll be able to call the attention of the agent. Please, sir, I want this fixed. Because you can't pay for something and you'll be getting, you pay full and you are receiving half in the room because of some things are spoiled. No, sir, I want this fixed. It's until when the thing is fixed, I will be packing. I can't pay for something that is not working. You get, check. Is this thing working? Is this one working? Is this one working? If it's not working, tell the agent, sir, this thing is not working. I want it fixed. I want it this. You are paying your money, so be very, like you are paying money. Just check everything in the room, in the house, in the room. Check the wardrobe. Check e- everything, every single thing. Check everywhere. So when it comes to amenities, check all the amenities. Another thing. Okay, I think we are done. We are done. For the, let me just wrap it up again. For the internal factors, I talked about the room space. If you are two, you should look at the room space, how small the room is, especially when you have a roommate. Room space, the water, toilet, kitchen, and bedroom presentation, and the amenities problem. That is all I have for the internal factors. Now, note, this is a final note. If an hostel, did I say an hostel? Sorry. If an agent asks you to pay for inspection fee, no, you are going to inspect an apartment or a hostel, and the agent is telling you to pay 1,000 naira for inspection. What if I don't like the place I'm going to? So I'll pay 1,000 naira for something I don't like. That is the, if you have the money, you can actually do it though. Some people, not all hands are the same. So as I did, I say not all fingers are the same. One is longer than the other. So if you have the money, you can actually pay. The agent is taking you to like five hostel, and you are paying inspection fee 1 for one hostel. That's 5,000 naira. What if you did not like everything? Is that how you waste 5,000 naira for what? Are you the one inspecting, or I'm the one inspecting? Who is inspecting? The two of us. I'm the one inspecting. I'll be paying you money for me that is inspecting again. Are you using my eyes to inspect? What if I don't like the place I'm inspecting? That is how I'll pay 1,000 naira for something I don't like. If you have the money, you can pay. Like I said, you can pay. It's not bad if you pay. It's not bad if you, at least in Nigeria, they say we need to help each other. It's not bad if you actually give the agents money, free money, for you inspecting house. God will not bless you. You don't like the house. You are your own. Like that. Next day again, you want to inspect, pay another 1,000 naira. And that time again, want to inspect, pay another 1,000 naira. Yeah. God. Guys, the governorship election is coming up. Let's all vote oh. Even though you never stand up to say you want to vote for this president, this presidential election, this governorship election, we must vote oh. Our school fees must not go up again. We all know who made our school fees like this, from 170,000 to 128,000 for non-indigens. I beg you, if you're a ladokite or an aspiring ladokite, let us go and vote. This governorship election, we must vote for the person that made it like this. So because if you can do it, you can even do more. If you can make it come down to this level, you can do more oh. Please, I beg, we ladokite, if not for anything, but for that school fee, that tuition fee must not go up again. Our school fees must not go up again. Please, oh, let's stand up and vote for the person that made it like this, because it should not go up again. So that is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please, 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 if you have watched to this moment, why haven't you subscribe? Please subscribe and like this video and comment. Thank you very much. We see you again in another video. Bye.